If you are interested about the things of insecurity in Nigeria, this helicopter you are seeing now will not be a new thing to you. You must have been seeing the viral clip of this helicopter for over the months now, getting to a year or thereabout. This helicopter has been trending. It is trending for a wrong reason because there are some Nigerians. They could be officials, but they came with some Turkish people and they met the terrorists. The motive why they are meeting the terrorists in that viral clip is unknown. But the terrorists were rejoicing, they were happy, they were comfortable with those people. In fact, some of the terrorists wanted to even go and enter inside the helicopter. So they are familiar with the helicopter. It's not as if they see the helicopter and they started running, meaning this helicopter have been familiar with them. Now, from Nigeria to Mali, from Mali to Burkina Faso, from Burkina Faso to Chad, from Chad down to Niger State, from Niger State to Zamfara, from Zamfara to Kwara, from Kwara to Kogi State, from Kogi State now to Oyo, from Oyo to Kaduna. This helicopter has been on the radar. This helicopter have been moving for the reason that is not good at all. This helicopter number is a number that is well known. But a lot of people have been misrepresenting this helicopter. Who actually own this helicopter? What is it used for? So in this video, I am going to start by, telling you the details about this helicopter and who owns it. What are they using it for? Then we are going to talk about why is it that this foreign helicopter is moving around Nigeria freely. We are going to come into that. So stay with me in this video while we go into it. Now, if you check the number on this helicopter, it is ROA 25659. Ordinarily, if you check it in helicopter database, you will understand little details about this helicopter. But the operation of this helicopter is a more detail that I'm going to reveal to you. So let us go into it. The registration of this helicopter belongs to MIL MI-8MTV-1. They called it MIL 8MTV. Okay, it's a NATO reporting name. MI-8 HIP. It is a Russian-made medium utility helicopter. So this helicopter is made in Russia. This helicopter was fabricated in Russia. You can also see that in helicopter database. Okay. Now, these are some of the details. The registration, as you can see, the registration number ROA 25659. The aircraft type is a MIL 8MTV-1/MI-8MTV variant. It's also in the helicopter database. Now, the manufacturer, that is the company that manufactured this helicopter, is Kazan Helicopters. That is the manufacturer, the company who manufactured it and sold it. Now, the construction serial number, if you want to locate this helicopter in the company, or you want the company to understand about this helicopter you are talking about, it is 93219. That is the serial number. Now, let us come into the operation. Who made the helicopter? Which country owns the helicopter is not necessary. What is necessary is the operation of the helicopter. Who is operating it? Because you can just, hire a helicopter or buy a helicopter. A helicopter that is maybe made in US or made in Russia, but that does not mean that it is a Russian helicopter that is flying. The person who owns it, who is operating it, the helicopter belongs to the person. Now, this helicopter was registered with Turkey's Forestry and Fire Management Operation. Turkey's Forestry and Fire Management Operation. The office is General Directorate of Forestry and Orman Jener Mudurnugu. Whether I pronounce it well or I did not pronounce it well, but it is the General Directorate of Forestry. That is the portfolio that commands this helicopter. Okay. Now, as I said before, it was registered with Turkish Forestry so that you know who are in charge of this helicopter. That is where we are going now. Now, what is this helicopter used for? Like, what is the purpose of this helicopter? Because this helicopter now belongs to Turkish forestry, okay, and fire management operation. What are they using it for? What was the purpose? Why the government gave this ministry this helicopter? It is used, okay, typical use of this helicopter model. Number one is transportation. Two is cargo lifting. Three is rescue operation. Four is firefighting. Five is military support. And the sixth use of this helicopter is utility operations. Utility operations. Stay with me. So this helicopter have, in fact, it's a, let me put it in this way. It is a multi-purpose helicopter. A multi-purpose helicopter. A helicopter that you can even use for firefighting. You can use it for rescue operation. You can use it for, airlifting and so on and so forth. So it is for military use. And you can see the helicopter can land at anywhere, even though in the mud, in the forest, the helicopter can land anywhere and the helicopter will move. Now, this helicopter, if it is only this viral clip that we have seen about this helicopter, I don't think people who will be agitating and people will be talking like this. Among all the whole places that this helicopter was seen, okay, if you see an image, they snap a picture without the serial number, it is very difficult to call the helicopter that this belongs to this or this belongs to this without the serial number. But today, if you have an image, you can match image and you will get where the whole image is. That is why if I see your face now, when I take your picture, unless your picture have never been on the internet, if I take your picture, I will get the whole pictures that you have taken that is on the internet and your details. So most people who took picture of this helicopter in Kwara State and other places, we will match it. This is the helicopter we saw. However, it is only in this viral clip that we were able to see clearly the registration number that we used to, track it and reveal all these things, both the movement, how the helicopter is moving and so on and so forth. Now, let's go back to the issue of Turkish government sponsoring insecurity in Nigeria. That was in the year 2014 or thereabout. There was an incident that happened. I have published the video, and I believe most of you must have seen it. The video is all about where the chief executive officer of the Turkish airline, they were calling Mr. Mustafa, which is a national security advisor to the Turkish president Erdogan. They were calling him, telling him that you put a weapon, you gave us a weapon to ship to Nigeria. Tell us where are we going to put it? And I hope you are not using it to kill Muslims. I hope you are not using it to kill this. Who are you really want to use it to kill? Guess what? It was Turkish Television Authority that intercepted the call. And it was published, Egypt. It was Egypt that intercepted the call, and Egypt published the record. I published the record in that last video. Just type Turkey sponsoring insecurity in Nigeria by Okocha Pimase. You will see the whole videos I have made about that. This was, they were caught red-handed. Mustafa is the name of the person who was making the call with the Turkish airline chief executive officer. But Buhari later enters it, so nobody cares to talk about the issue. Now then, after all, that is what they wanted. Then, fast track, apart from the issue of Une Port, where weapons were shipped from Turkey and it was also intercepted at Une Port and so on and so forth, we have seen series of informations that we could not verify about weapon dropping and so on and so forth. Then after that, let's look at this issue. So if Turkey is doing all these things, they already have the record of sponsoring terrorism, shipping weapons to Boko Haram. And look at the Turkish helicopter now, being managed by Turkish forestry. Look at what they are doing. No, just look at what they are doing. You understand? So, if you understand, so when you critically think about what is going on now, you now go and see the reason why Sheikh Ahmed Gumi said that they don't want a country like US in Nigeria, that they want Turkey. And Turkey is the one feeding the people. Gumi said that this is our people, they are not going anywhere. Turkey is feeding them with gun. Do you now understand the reason why they were pressuring Tinubu to go to Turkey to have security arrangement? And Tinubu did. Tinubu rushed to Turkey and had the agreement. Everybody were there. Like, these people, they sold this country a long time ago. They sold this country a long time ago. Now, this is to Defense Ministry, led by General Christopher Musa, retired. How can this helicopter be flying in Nigeria? Similar helicopters are flying in Nigeria. Terrorists are using helicopters in Nigeria, and nobody can track it. No, that is leaving a direct statement to us. Condition. Yeah, it's leaving a direct statement to us. They conduit. That thing is sounding in our brain. You know, when Tiwa Danjuma was saying it, they conduit. It's still sounding right now in my brain. This thing can never continue like this. Anywhere you see this helicopter, confront it. If you see it in the forest, confront the helicopter. Anyway, don't say that I'm the one that sent you to confront the helicopter. Maybe something happened there. But you know, this helicopter is now moving in so many places in Nigeria. As of today, this helicopter is in Nigeria. So Nigeria, nothing like air defense system, nothing like security, border control, nothing like satellite image control, nothing like surveillance. Like, this is 2026 Nigeria. You know, we've got to start building a new country. This country is not sustainable. It's not sustainable. So no matter what people are saying, you want to do this, you want to do that, I'm not the kind of person that beat around the bush. You know, let's take the bull by the horn. The people in government in Nigeria are in agreement with the terrorists. Finish. That is just it. That is the truth. So when this reality hits you, don't forget that these people were actually brought into Nigeria by the same APC structure that is leading you. Yeah, these terrorists, they were brought into Nigeria, and they admitted that they brought them into Nigeria. So how do you want them to solve it? But you know our problem. No, you have an appointment. That 200,000 they are paying you, you don't want to leave it. That 500,000 they are paying you, you just want to be relying on that so that hunger will not kill you. Hunger will not, strike you with your family. Maybe you still have a little way of siphoning money, 1 million, 2 million. You just have 5 million in your account. You have 50 million in your account. You have 400 million in your account. Some have 200 million. Some even have like 1 billion in their account. You think that is just life? No. That is not life. By the way, 1 billion naira today is just a change. When you compare the value to what it can afford, it's just a change. 1 billion will not be able to purchase some cars, just car. So people should understand that all these things you are doing, you're endangering your future. Colluding with the terrorists, keeping quiet. You are aiding them by keeping quiet, not because you don't know. Is there anything about this insecurity? In fact, when Adams Oshomonde, Senator Adams Oshomonde, when Adams Oshomonde revealed that former generals are using helicopter, colluding with terrorists to do mining. Kudos to Adams Oshomonde. He's a fearless and courageous man. People did not take it serious, like it is for nothing. And tomorrow, someone will come and say, I want to bring solution so that the Nigerian will solve insecurity situation. You are talking to stupid people, right? Are you talking to stupid people? You say you are bringing solution. And the solution you are bringing, you are talking about, like, wake up. You see person that brought the terrorists. You see senators confessing to you, the architect of terrorism. You see people, the terrorists, saying what they want. And you see people in government in Aso Rock sponsoring them. The allegations are there everywhere. The reality is there that they imported them. Then you say, I want us to do this. Apart from the people carrying gun to fight these terrorists. The next option is this country, they should give the terrorists what they want. The killing is too much. Give them what they want. Give them share of their country. They want a Sharia state. They want to turn Nigeria into a Sharia country. Give them what they want. Give the South what they want. Everybody, even though in the Southeast, you want to divide it into 100. Even though in the Middle Belt, you want it. What we want is a territorial integrity where we can call the place our country and control the air, control the land, control everywhere. I have a friend who is a professional in drone technology. Like, we were discussing some things. I said, Nigeria already have all these things, but they can't implement it. Yeah, I have the information. Nigeria have a lot of equipment that if they want to end insecurity, they can end it within 1 week. But they can't implement it because people who are supposed to implement it are colluding with the terrorists. This is the reason why we want Nigeria to separate. You understand? This ideology, a lot of people believe it. A lot of people believe in this terrorism ideology. So what we want to do is that we want a situation where we can have our territorial integrity, where no fly is permitted to fly above our air. I'm telling you, I'm not joking. No fly is permitted to fly above our air without our permission. You can't cross and enter our border without our permission. Like if you conduct election, everybody will vote, you see it live, everything will be free. We need a new country. This is not it. And if you feel that because you have some change and your people will not, you yourself will not suffer, and maybe your family are suffering, you feel you are okay, or you are now appointed person, you feel you are okay. I just want to let you know that you are so foolish. You are so foolish because you do not understand the kind of danger you are putting your generations. But you know what? According to Commander Kunde Ondawumi, the only solution to stopping this nonsense is partitioning. Nigeria have to divide just for people to have the power to stop this insecurity. I don't know what to think about this, but this is what I have to tell you.